Sick one. Sick one, sick one, sick one. Brap. Hi, it's Scola and welcome back to Motivation Monday. So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys 3 new weight loss tips that I have learned. So let's get into it. So I felt like my channel just wasn't festive enough because health and fitness is not a very festive thing to talk about. So I thought I'd wear a hat and like play a bit of the classic Christmas music that is Justin Bieber's Christmas album. Like, I'm just gonna take this off now. But any hazels, if you're new to my channel, I upload every Motivation Monday, Workout Wednesday, and I have vlogs on Saturday, so make sure you click that subscribe button and the bell button so you can be notified every time I upload. So any hazels, today's Motivation Monday topic is going to be 3 new weight loss tips I've learned. And if you don't know much about me, I actually started my first weight loss journey when I was 14 years old, and I actually managed to lose 50 pounds. Brap, 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 dap, 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 dap. I'm not gonna even try and make those sounds. And that was amazing, but the Lord decided to test me once again, and I got diagnosed with a condition called hypothyroidism, and one of the symptoms is weight gain. Well, not the symptom, it's like a byproduct. And it can be really difficult to deal with, and that has just been my second weight loss journey, just trying to make sure I manage my weight and control my weight as it just continues to creep up with the condition. So I've learned a bunch of new stuff since my first weight loss journey, because you can imagine in my first weight loss journey I was actually a teenager and now I'm like a working adult, so it's so different and I have so many new tips that I just did not think of. So my first tip is something I did not take into consideration when I was a lot younger, and that is to actually listen to my body. Now you have no idea how many people would just go through their weight loss journey or any fitness journey just not listening to the actual body and what it wants you to do. Now you don't want to listen to your body when it tells you to have like a 12 pack of donuts, but you do want to listen to your body when, for example, it tells you that you're exhausted. So for example, are you one of those people who wakes up in the morning and just doesn't feel hungry, and yet you hear all these people telling you that if you don't eat breakfast then you're gonna gain like 50 pounds in a day because you need to eat breakfast, it's the most important meal of the day. I don't know about you guys, but if I'm up early, I have zero appetite. In fact, I actually feel nauseous at the thought of food. I just don't want to eat, and that is completely okay. That is completely normal if that's how your body reacts to food in the morning. So if you don't feel hungry enough to be able to eat a full breakfast in the morning, just have a little snack, a smoothie. But if you don't want to, just wait until later on when you actually feel hungry. Just make sure you stay hydrated though, so that you don't end up having any issues later on, because hydration is key. Where if you don't eat breakfast, it doesn't mean that you're gonna gain weight. The only thing is people tend to think that people who skip breakfast are more likely to binge later on in the day. That's one of the main things that people worry about when it comes to skipping breakfast. So just make sure you keep that in mind and you just see what works for you and listen to your body. My second tip and thing that I've learned is not to be social when I don't need to be. Did I use like double negatives there? Because I think I did. But basically what I mean is, I felt for the longest time that I had to be social, that I had to go to certain things, and I didn't have to. And the thing is, being social can be one of the unhealthiest things you can do, because if you aren't lucky enough to have a circle of friends that you hang out with regularly that are healthy, it can be really tricky to say no to maybe that extra cocktail or that extra platter of cheese. I don't know what you're out here eating, but it's so much harder to say no to it when you're in a social environment and everyone's sort of eating and doing the same thing. Like honestly, peer pressure is a real thing. Peer pressure, you know, leads people to smoking, it leads people to doing stupid stuff. It just happens, and it's just one of those things where you have to just be really mindful of being in a social situation. Personally, I have zero willpower sometimes. So this is not just a weight loss sort of tip, but also a lifestyle tip, is use your time wisely, allocate your time wisely. For me personally, I get invited to so many events. For example, right now during the Christmas period, I have been invited to numerous Christmas parties, and I literally had to sit down and think which one will actually add something to my life. And also it's so important to look back and be like, okay, that one time I did go to a similar party or a similar event, what did it add to my life? Did it make me laugh? Was I really happy? Did I see friends that I really love and I don't get to see often? That kind of thing. So I like to think about that and then figure out whether it's worth going to the social event, and also just keeping the social events to a minimum. And that doesn't mean that, oh my gosh, don't be social, but just create social events where you can be healthy. So for example, if someone asks you to go out for drinks in the evening, why not ask to go for lunch in the afternoon and go for a healthy sort of lunch and pick where you're going to eat so you know you're going to make the right choices, that kind of thing. It just makes such a difference, because that drink is going to have a ton of it's going to be delicious. You know, I love a good cocktail or a glass of wine, but it's going to be so much different from if I just choose to make sure I make the right decisions. This time last year, I was going to every single event possible, and it really did contribute to my weight gain, because I was just drinking all the free alcohol, eating all the free appetizers, and I was in a bad place as well, so that didn't help as well. So it just meant that I was just not helping myself at all. So that is something to keep in mind, and I hope that tip really helped you. And my third and my last tip is to stop being so easy on myself. That's one thing I've learned in this particular weight loss journey, is that I wasn't being as hard on myself as I was the first time round when I lost weight. So the first time I lost weight, I honestly treated it like as if my life depended on it, because my life did depend on it. The way I was headed, I was just heading to more and more unhealthy habits, and I just projected my life to see what would I be like when I'm 22. I'm probably just gonna keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger, because I was like just eating everything in sight. I wasn't looking after myself in any shape or form. So I was like, do you know what? I have to start doing something now. And I honestly worked so hard like my life depended on it. But now that I feel like I'm in a different space. I feel like even though my life still depends on it, because honestly with hypothyroidism, if you don't look after it, it can really run away with you in so many different ways. Whether you fall into depression and you end up being suicidal, it happens, and it nearly happened to me. Whether you just keep letting yourself go, you keep gaining the weight, it piles on rapidly, and you have to be tough on yourself. And that doesn't mean being mean to yourself either, because I feel like people make that mistake, and I make that mistake too. I'll end up just like thinking really negatively about myself and shouting at myself and being like, oh my gosh, you're the worst person ever, get up and do that workout. No, don't be negative when you have to be tough on yourself. It doesn't mean you have to, you know, call yourself names and be mean to yourself. Be like, oi, you're a badass bitch, get up and get that workout done right now. It's so much different from being like, oi, you're a piece of crap, get up and do that workout right now. I know like either one works for different people. It can be a different experience, but you just have to think about which one works better for you. But I can assure you that version, the piece of crap version, is not going to get you very far, because at some point you're going to think that you're just going to break down crying. Trust me, on a bad day, that is not going to get you up working out. So I found that really encouraging myself and be like, you go girl, you got this. Yes, you can take some things easy, but sometimes you just have to give yourself a kick up the bum, because no one else is going to help you. And I think that was the real transition from being a teenager, basically being a child, to now being an adult. You realize that no one out here is going to help you. No one's going to feel sorry for you if you're failing at life. They're just going to let you fail. They're going to let you go downhill and just be like, bye. Your friends will leave you. They'll be like, oh, your life sucks. If there's one thing I learned this year, is that during dark times, the real friends will be there for you. But the ones that don't really care, they're going to see you going. They're going to be like, oh, you're having a tough time. All right, I'll see you later. If you make it back up to the top, call me. But if you're back down there, just don't talk to. No one will care about your sob story. You have got to make them care. You have got to show them that you are it. And that is the third thing that I've learned. So yeah, those are the 3 new weight loss tips. I hope you guys enjoyed these. They're a little bit different from your sort of bread and butter, okay, you're gonna eat this many calories, this is the workout you're gonna do. I mean, I do have that on my channel usually, so there are sort of those kind of tips, sort of the technical base tips that you need to do everything. But I just thought I'd sort of share some of these tips, which I feel are always just so important to the whole journey, just not with weight loss, but with any health and fitness journey, and just with life in general. Please share your own weight loss tips down below. Let me know what you guys are feeling, what you're doing at the moment to help you guys reach your goals, even if it's just weight loss or just health and fitness goals. Do help each other out. Let me know which one was your favorite tip as well, 1, 2, or 3, seeing as they're all very different. Plus, for everyone who is part of the My Best Life challenge, make sure you click that link down below to the new new challenge for this week. I hope all of you guys got up to some good hobbies throughout the week and all that good stuff. Make sure you're posting in my app. I'll leave a link to download my app as well if you want to be part of the community. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about when I talk about the My Best Life challenge, I'll leave all the details to it down below so that you guys can join in and all that good stuff. So yeah, awesome. I will be seeing you guys on Wednesday for a tiny room workout. So I'll be showing you guys how to work out in a small room, very much like my own. I don't have that much space to work out in here, and I'll be taking you guys through a 20-minute workout. So I hope you guys are excited for that. But anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay healthy, stay luscious, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!